I built my first vibe-coded app and made 4 big mistakes along the way. The AI got things wrong, Apple rejected me for over 2 weeks, I overbuilt the entire app, and after I shipped, nobody downloaded it. The app is called SkinAI, and you scan your face, the AI builds you a custom routine, recommends products, and scores your skin so you can track your skin over time. I'm a solo dev, and this is my first real app vibe-coded. I'm 3 major updates in, and I'm still hunting for my first paying users. Does that sound familiar? Because I'm sharing the messy parts, and I want to tell you what I faced so that you don't have to deal with it when you go to build your first vibe-coded app. Mistake 1 was trusting the AI too much. It made a ton of mistakes. I used AI to build almost the entirety of the app, and let me tell you, AI is not magic. It made things up, it wrote code that didn't run, and it gave me answers that sounded confident but were just wrong. And I'm sure that you've experienced that many times using AI, even just a simple ChatGPT prompt. An example of this is when my app gives you a summary at the end of the week for the change in your score. So it went from 78 to 70 in 1 week, and the app said, "Great job, you're making great progress." I went down in points, so obviously it's not perfect. The lesson is simple. AI is a tool and not a teammate. You still have to know what a good app looks like, and you have to test your app. Whether that's manually or writing tests, you can even use AI to write tests, but just test the crap out of your app. Mistake number 2 was thinking that I would get my app on the App Store easily, but it ended up taking me over 2 weeks to get on the App Store because of constant rejections from the Apple Store review team. If you tell your AI, Claude Code, Codex, whatever, to write you an app that functions, it probably will, but Apple has their own specific restrictions on what is required to be able to get accepted to the App Store. There were several things I didn't know, like you have to take a picture of your paywall screen and upload the screenshot. Even though the Apple reviewers will log into your app and test the app, you still have to upload a screenshot. I didn't know that. The AI wouldn't have told me that. And things like this just piled up, and it took me, again, 2 weeks to perfect this. So here's what I learned. Read Apple's review guidelines before you even write your code. And don't just skim it, like actually read them. And then build with them in mind from day 1. Every rejection sets you back days. And those days add up fast when you're a solo dev trying to build your first app. Mistake number 3, overbuilt the entire app. I kept adding features, I kept polishing things up, and those things didn't matter. Do you want to know why? Because I didn't have any customers. I told myself I was making it better, and I probably was, but does it really matter? No. I actually did 2 huge UI overhauls on my app, and it killed a ton of time. I should have spent that time marketing. If I could go back, I'd cut what I built in half, make the app one directional, one simple goal, and one simple solution. Ship the smallest version of the app that works and get it in front of real paying people. Let them tell you what's missing. Let them give you feedback. Don't worry about the bad reviews. Use those reviews to correct your app or improve your app and make it better on the next version. It's 100 times better than guessing on your own for months until somebody hopefully buys your app. Mistake number 4 was that I forgot people have to find my app somehow. I thought a good app sells itself, but that is so far from true. It definitely doesn't, and I shipped SkinAI and got no traction. I spent all my time building, but nobody was talking about my app, so nobody was finding it. Nobody was getting there. Nobody knew what they were looking for in my app. My app didn't stand out from competitors, and I didn't do keyword research. So what I found out is that you need to review other people's reviews, your competitors' reviews, and emphasize the pros and cons of those reviews and implement those changes to your app. Then you need to write descriptions and headlines and subtitles that make your app so obvious what it is that people scrolling by don't need to think about it at all. You need to catch their attention within the first 0.1 second of them seeing your app icon and the title of your app. It turns out the App Store is its own beast, and that was something that I had to learn after I even shipped the app. I rewrote my entire app description. I redid ASO, which is App Store Optimization, which we'll go into in another video. So make sure you subscribe so you can get a notification when I come out with that one. And spend a lot of time on this. Probably more time than you should spend building should be spent on marketing your app. So those are the 4 big mistakes I made with SkinAI. I'm still figuring this out. I'm still on the hunt for real users and turning this into a profitable business, but I'm not stopping. If you're building your first app or even thinking about it, hit that subscribe button. I'll keep sharing what works, what breaks, and what I do differently. So again, next video, I'm digging into ASO or App Store Optimization. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing to get my first downloads. See you then.